up, y'all? Welcome back to Big Bro and Little Sis Reacts. I'm Tamash. This is Taya.
Hey.
And today we are on Attack on Titan, Season 4, Episode 11, Deceiver. Falco and Gabi are getting out this episode. They're escaping. Somebody obviously let them out. One thing that I noticed on rewatch that I didn't last reaction was that the wine bottle that those two shady people we were thinking were given to the people at the table. I seen that same bottle out with the scout tour in the woods with Levi and Zeke. So some shady crap is going on, but we'll see. I'm not expecting the action-heavy episodes yet, but I'm betting you they're coming up. So we'll see. I'm really looking forward to the conversation between Eren, Mikasa, and Armin. I want to know what's happened with Eren. I want to know if Mikasa and Armin can get through to him. I had some theories last episode, a lot of them. So we'll see which ones are right, which ones are wrong, who's doing the deceiving this episode. I'm really sus on the Marlians on our side right now.
Yeah, so I'm kind of confused on that part. So the Marlians that we got to work for us off of that ship that Eren stopped, they believe that Reiner is a god?
Zeke.
Okay.
Yep, so they're loyal to Zeke, and Zeke's loyal to us right now. So it could all be a big ruse. And if Levi does in fact kill Zeke, then we don't know what they'll do. So we'll see. Yeah. But right now the scouts aren't being naive. They're keeping them under watch, and for the most part, and they're keeping their guns up around them. So, but there's always like time to creep in the shadows. So we got to be weary of them. But let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. Full and early reactions are available on Patreon, y'all.
Gabi! What's wrong?
She having a seizure or something?
Get hold of yourself!
A nightmare.
What happened? I don't know. It's like she's having some kind of seizure. Hey,
or is this a trap? Yeah. Using our humanity against us. Oh my god!
Gabi!
She needs to die. Yep, she has to die. I'm tired of her.
What's the point of running
I
away like this?
underestimated them.
If we'd stayed in that cell, they would have killed us.
I don't think so. That guard was worried about you.
You think we can trust those devils? We can't even trust Zeke anymore. Or anybody else.
She got to die.
Anti-Gandhi.
I didn't think we'd be going back here so soon. All right. What's up, Rainer?
What? Bad dreams?
Peek and Porco made a full recovery.
I heard Gabi and Falco calling to me. Are they safe? Where are they?
Hey, you better take off your armband. Someone might notice.
I don't care if they do. Civilians here don't know what it means anyway.
Yeah, but a soldier would recognize it.
I hate that she's dragging Falco down, and he's actually a good person.
Right.
I'll start by trashing your armband.
Give it back!
It's ripped now.
What's your problem? That cloth won't help you here, so why do you still want to wear it?
Because it proves I'm one of the good Eldians! Without it, I'm no different than these island devils! We hated our home. So much that we decided to run from it.
Don't you? That is a little girl.
We can't go back.
I see. You must be hungry. I live nearby, so follow me and we can get you some breakfast.
Good. They need somebody that's nice to show them the way. That's more their age.
I hear you runaways. Mind if I ask your names?
A southern Marlian accent?
Nice to meet you. My name is Ben, sir. And my kid sister is named Mia.
You can stay as many days as you need. Table's plenty big, so sit and get yourself some breakfast.
This seems like the perfect family to show them their compassion.
You've eaten your fill.
Lisa, this girl here.
I'm sorry. I'm sure y'all have been through quite a lot.
I'm sorry about her. Thanks. This looks great.
He doing too much.
He's trying to make up for her.
Hey, hurry and eat, Mia.
She's not used to being treated nice. And she don't want them touching her because she thinks they're devils. It's going against everything she believes in, and she's having a hard time just fathoming the fact that there can be compassion with these devils.
Welcome to the world's most dangerous island.
Thank you. That's certainly an apt description for this place.
I love how
and
they
the reason we're here
embrace
now
it.
is to see that danger for ourselves.
Eren Yeager's victory over Marley has given Eldians like us a future. A future where our people have the right to exist. If that's the case, then it's only right that every Eldian in Paradis should have a voice in how Yeager is handled.
As a scout,
Eren has believers.
to explore and report your findings to us taxpayers. Are we to assume you no longer believe this?
I can promise you that everything we do for the sake of the people.
Leadership has been tough on her.
Mm-hmm.
So it was the four of you who leaked these rumors about Eren. 3 recruits, Holga, Vim, and Louise. And 1 veteran, Flock.
He's done nothing wrong and should
Yeah,
be free
Flock
at
was
once.
believing in him.
He challenged a powerful, imposing enemy and grasped victory. We now have the Rumbling, a power which secures our right to live. Eren Yeager is no criminal. He's a war hero.
There's an order to these things. Perhaps it's a law of human nature. When one's time is over, another must take on the role that they used to play.
Who is that?
Best of luck, Hanji.
I have no idea. So did anybody find the dead guard yet?
About 4 years have passed since you saved me from a Titan, and nothing has changed for me. I watched you bring one of them down, with nothing but human strength.
Is that the little girl?
Realize that you can't protect others without power. That it's okay to fight against senseless violence. It's necessary. Ever since that day, I've hoped I'd get the chance to get closer to you. That's why Why did you join the scout regiment? If it was for Yeager, you should set him free.
I only have one thing to say to you. Keep your mouth shut, Louise.
What's happening here?
She's flashing back.
Mikasa.
I'm gonna pause it. So she's flashing back to when Eren helped save her from her captors. Because they had, if I remember correctly, they broke in and killed her dad and locked her in the closet, right? Or she was hiding in the closet.
No, they broke in and killed her mom, and her dad told her to run, I think, and then they killed her mom in front of her.
What happened to her dad?
He died.
Did he get killed, or did he just die?
He got killed.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. They killed his dad. Okay, I forgot about her mom. But
both of that.
And then Eren and his dad were coming. His dad was coming to check on them, and then that's when Eren saved her or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, she fought too, but anyway. Paradis Island Devils, an insult referring to King Fritz and the Eldians who fled to Paradis Island. In Titan studies, the Paradis Island threat theory claims that Eldians who fled there still bear a grudge from the Great Titan War and despise the rest of the world. With the threat of Eren Yeager now apparent, the insult holds truer than ever. Yeah, Eren did make their first appearance to the rest of the world. Pretty memorable, and not in a good way, considering most nations were there. So I am kind of excited to see how the rest of the world responds. Will it be in fear, like, oh, I don't want to mess with these people, or will it be, we need to kill them now?
Yeah. I'm interested too.
10 months ago, during the celebration of the opening of the Trost Railway, the guard assigned to watch over you was changed at the last minute. Changed to Flock Forster. Whilst everyone else was busy enjoying the festivities, Forster accompanied you to your lodgings. He's since been charged with divulging military secrets. I thought to check, and it turns out that your lodgings were just a few dozen kilometers from Aaron Yeager's. It also turns out to be around then that we started to see Aaron take more unauthorized actions.
Can we talk about why Aaron was locked up anyway? Back then?
Gubby! Gubby! Gubby!
That's what she did.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this happening to me?
And is that horse poo?
Most of the kids who live here at the stables lost our parents 4 years ago.
You haven't acknowledged your guilt yet, have you? You people can cover it up and try to forget, but you've committed horrific atrocities against the entire world.
I guess that's
Why
what
would
they
you
teach
say
you
something
back in
like that to
Marley?
someone who's helping us?
These are indisputable truths.
Please don't
She
do
needs to be
this.
told.
Well, wait a minute. What did you just say?
You're on the run because you're from Marley, right?
How did you know?
Do you really have to ask? You were yelling about going back.
Why didn't you say something about it? Jeez, you're so sneaky.
Don't kill her, Gobby. Gobby.
What do you think you're doing?
Falco. I'm tired of her.
Yes,
She needs
she
to
just showed
die.
her true colors. I knew something was up with her. There's no way an island devil would actually be that nice.
Stop! Don't be stupid!
Hey! What are you two fighting about?
This is bad.
Mia thinks I'm stealing her brother. I think she's jealous or something.
And she's covering for you. Because not all people are bad.
A Titan showed up here. It was only a small one, but everyone still ran when they saw it. Everyone except for my mother, who couldn't run. There was nothing I could do, so I just sat. Right at this spot. I sat still and listened to the sound of that Titan eating my mother. She was alive the entire time it was
I
happening.
feel like they showed her.
But after a while,
doing that
she went
before.
mostly silent. I think she lost her voice from all the screaming. We've been told that outside of the walls, the majority of people think we're a race of devils. But I don't understand how people we've never met can hate us so much. So please, help me, explain it. What have we ever done to them? What did my mom do
Right.
to make these people hate
Please.
her?
For thousands of years,
Yes,
your
Gobby.
kind brutalized and slaughtered people all over the world.
Thousands of years?
How could you have let yourselves forget this? Eldians used the power of the Titans to crush the world beneath their heels for millennia, understand?
Their memories were erased.
My mother spent her whole life here on this island. She couldn't have had anything to do with all that.
Listen to me. A century ago, your ancestors ruled the world by doing awful, unforgivable things.
A century ago? Okay, but what about the people here now? What unforgivable things have we done?
You attacked Marley the other day. Your soldiers devastated my home.
But that was recent, and my mom was killed 4 whole years ago. So that's not her fault.
The point is, your ancestors slaughtered countless people all over the world.
My mother didn't kill anybody! Tell me, why did she have to die? She never hurt a soul, so why? It must have been for something, right?
Nonsense. Ain't no reason
Incursion
nobody's
4
dead
years
right
ago was
now.
part of a recon
Okay.
mission to gauge Parady's strength and prepare for a larger attack. You and your mother just happened to get caught up in it.
The truth shall set you free. That poor girl.
You don't have to apologize for Marley. I mean, you just happened to be born there.
Seriously. It's all happenstance.
Mm-hmm.
A girl not much older than I am saw what was happening, grabbed an axe from our yard, and came in swinging.
Wasn't that Sasha?
No way. For real?
I thought I remembered
Yeah.
this. This was
She put
Sasha.
herself between me and the Titan, and held it off so I could
She didn't have any ODM gear.
If
Yep.
she was still alive,
I knew I
she
wasn't
would
crazy.
never abandon 2 lost kids with nowhere to run. I want to be the kind of person she was.
That was a nice tribute to Sasha and an action she's done that changed somebody's life.
We investigated the Beast Titan's remains and managed to locate a number of Zeke Yeager's severed body parts, just his arms and legs. This effectively confirms our theory. Zeke conspired with the enemy to stage his death in order to hide the fact that he has defected to their side. As part of a global alliance, we'll launch a Scorched Earth campaign against Parody within 6 months.
Woo.
6 months. That's enough time to change them.
That's exactly what Zeke hopes will do. He's betting that Marley won't dare launch a counterattack right after taking such a heavy blow. If we give him half a year to prepare, he'll fight back in ways we can't predict. We need to attack them at once!
Interesting.
How should one decide who to hate? How should one decide what to blame? By now, you would think that one would be used to the shifting of truth. Next episode, Guides.
Guides them to hate.
This was an interesting episode. I wasn't expecting that post-credit scene, to be honest. I was waiting for the preview. We kind of dipped our toes a little bit everywhere. Mikasa had that scene with the girl she saved. Then she had a flashback of her traumatic experience and how Eren saved her. So I'm thinking she started to admire Eren after that moment that Eren saved her. So maybe she's understanding that that girl admires Mikasa because Mikasa saved her. So she's trying to maybe rationalize why that girl is so fond of Mikasa. Like, I think she's connecting it through Eren, and that's how she understands it. I think that was the whole purpose of that, now that I'm thinking about it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I don't even know where I want to dip my toe next.
What is up with you in this toe reference?
I have no idea. I just be making stuff up. So that's interesting that they want to attack now, and I think on their part that is smart, because if they do take the time to let them plan, it'll be devastating. But I don't trust Zeke. I mean, I know they're hyping Zeke up to be a traitor and all, but he has his ulterior motives, and he has his trusted people over there. So
everything he does is going to benefit him in a way.
Right, but making both sides your enemy, how do you, how does that work out for you? That's what I'm trying to understand. Like I said, I already said that was a nice tribute to Sasha, and I think Gabi really learned from that conversation, because she was asking the same questions about her friends and why they had to die, and that girl was like, well, why did my mother have to die? And that was really an eye-opener that we're two victims of a larger war. My mom died for no reason, and your friends died for no reason, over larger forces, over our ancestors. Gabi, of course, and the people behind the walls don't know, well, the average person anyway, don't know that their memories were erased. So they don't have any memories of what their descendants did. So they don't know anything about what their people and what the king had them doing and all that stuff. So she's like, my mom didn't have anything to do with that, as far as I know. And I don't have anything to do with what's going on now. I don't deserve to die because of that. The people I love don't deserve to die for something I have no part in. And I think that's how everybody's kind of seeing it. So I think that was a small step for Gabi to come to realization, but I'm not trusting Gabi. I don't like her. She can easily say yeah and come around and then see Eren and then flip the script. So I don't trust her. Falco is 100% redeemable. I can see him joining our side and understanding, but Gabi, I feel like she's on a lost cause. I think she understands, but I think she's not gonna care. That's what I think.
They're gonna need. I think next episode they're gonna realize that the kids are missing, and then send out.
Yeah, it's the fact that they're kids. People keep giving them the benefit of the doubt, like going in the cell and he getting killed. Like, it already looked shady when she was holding the sheet. Like, how are you seizing by holding the sheet? Like,
right, with a grip.
Yeah. It was interesting that they had the scene where the civilians were taking a place and saying, we believe in Eren. It's like, I mean, I know the civilians don't have all the information, but it's like the people of Paradis believe in Eren. Same with Flock and a couple other people. And but the military is like, well, I can't just have people who are insubordinate, who aren't listening, who are doing their own things, causing us problems. Like, we need to have a plan and stick to it. We can't have people going to make their own plans and forcing us to do things. So I 100% get that. And then she has in the back of her mind, well, Eren threatened me. Like, I don't want to make Eren, you know, combative against us, but at the same time, I just can't let him do anything. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out and what she does with her leadership role. I was disappointed that the conversation didn't happen between the trio, the Trinity, but it looks like we're getting that next episode. So we'll see where that goes. I thought this was a good episode for character development. It really mainly was Gabi and Falco focused, but everybody else kind of got, well, most groups kind of got a little snippet of something to keep you engaged and kind of in their head and what they're thinking. So that was pretty interesting.
So we didn't touch upon the forest episode, the thing we seen last episode, the last episode. So I'm guessing that it was either the previous night that we seen this episode, and like this is the next day, and then they're gonna have a flashback, maybe next episode. You get what I'm saying?
Are you saying with Levi and them, like what's happening there right now during this day?
Yeah.
You're right. Very well could be something else is happening somewhere else on the island right now. And we'll go back to see that. Or maybe whatever they're doing just isn't affecting them now. We just don't know what was in that wine bottle and what it does. I still think it has something to do with the fact that Zeke can turn people into Titans. But we'll see how that plays out. And the fact that Ackermans can't turn into Titans. So they say. So we'll see. But I'm sure Levi's going to get the spotlight at some point. But yeah, this was a good episode. One thing I like about Attack on Titan is their action, their non-action heavy episodes are still very good. And you still get so much from it. Like, I think it's really good. This show is so well done. It's insane.
I'm kind of confused in the part where the girl with like really short blonde hair and the general, what was he talking to her about?
Oh, Yelena. He was saying when Eren first captured that ship and they, you know how they put them in cells? Well, apparently Eren was also in a cell for some reason. And Yelena, the girl with the short hair, her cell was, I guess, close to or next to Eren's. And then they said somewhere during that time is when Eren started acting different. And he started to act rash, basically, is what she said. And that's when he left and attacked Marley. So he's trying to figure out, he's investigating Eren right now and trying to figure out why Eren did the way he did, why he's acting the way he's acting. And so he's kind of basically retracing steps and was like, well, I don't trust you, and Eren had some close contact with you, and all of a sudden he's changed. So he wants to know why that is, and if she has something to do with it.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad like a detective is on his case.
That was Pixels, so Pixis, not Pixels. But yeah, he was. Yeah, I'm glad somebody's looking into that. But my question still remains: why was Eren locked up in the first place back then? What did he do to get? I remember after they saved Armin, and Mikasa and Eren fought Levi and whoever else. They arrested them and put them in cells. So I don't know if they only let them out for that expedition they did when they went to the ocean and they had to go back into the cells. I'm not sure, but Eren was locked up for some reason. Well, no, that can't be true because we see Eren out working on the railroads and conversing with his friends, and so that's not true at all. So I don't know why Eren was locked up then. He must have done something.
Yeah.
Or maybe I misheard that scene. Let me go back real quick and just see if I missed the part.
I wonder how all of their memories got erased.
Okay. I misinterpreted what he said. Not Eren wasn't they weren't in prison. This was 10 months ago. So after Eren and the rest of the scouts completed the railroad that they were working on last episode, their living quarters were next to each other.
Oh.
So she's like, I wonder what he was like, I'm wondering what y'all were talking about. Maybe could have been talking about, since y'all were living kind of close together, could have easily been talking. And so that confirms Aaron wasn't over on the enemy side very long, because he said that was only 10 months ago. So he was over there less than a year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I must have misheard and thought he said prison. So they weren't in prison. So that was, yeah. But still, same thing. Just they weren't in prison. They were just living close together. But see, it's just little stuff like that I'd be missing. That's why I always rewatch and re-listen, because
you have to rewatch.
Yeah, because there's so much that happens, and like you mishear one thing, and we be talking, so it's like it's easy to slip up. But yeah, I think we dissected pretty well. Do you have any other questions, comments, anything? No. Well, I'm looking forward to the next one. So be sure to let us know what you guys thought.
Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe to Patreon for full reactions.
And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.